boy. I hit the go live button. We're starting. Yeah, we're starting. And now we're live. Shit. All right, let me go over here real quick. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. I'm back again the day after yesterday, today, doing another live stream, another return of the BoBo. And I want to thank each and every one of you who takes the time to check this out, for being here, and anybody who sees this after I filmed this. Shout out to you guys as well. You may notice it might be a drastic change in appearance from the way that it looked yesterday. I actually did a lot of work in here yesterday to try to get this thing set up in a way that has a nice ambiance and a good feel to it. The only thing that I'm missing is my BoBo sign back here, but we got the nice hue red light shining on the prison bars right here. Shout out to everybody coming up in here. Now would be a good time to insert ads is what it's telling me. I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. All right, anyways, couple of things real quick as I get into this. Bear with me. I'm trying to warm up. It's a lot of anxiety getting ready to do something like this, especially when you haven't been doing it for so long. It's a lot of pressure that you put yourself under to perform. Are they going to like whatever you do? God, I hope so. The shape says the floor is wet. Floor is wet. Ain't heard that in a long time. Chris, what's going on with you? As the world burns, what's going on? Griffey, I see you right there. Shout out to you guys for taking the time on a Sunday afternoon, evening, or maybe early afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. So I hope I'm going to like this. You got to be comfortable in your environment. It's going to get a little warm in here because I turned the AC off, so we have no additional background noises. Maybe just the hum from this computer that's sitting right here. I did break out the ancient artifact computer that I first had when I first started with After Prison Show. This thing is still working. It took almost a day and a half to get this thing to boot up, but I did, and we're using it. So shout out to that. Josh Morgan, what's going on with you? Matthew, what's going on with you? What's up, bro? Love the family. Love to the family as always. Yeah, thank you, man. Family's doing awesome. And I hope all of you are doing well as well. Oh, God. The dry mouth. It is noticeably different doing something live versus sitting in front of the camera where you can do take after take. That's not right. I need to refilm that. So anyways, I've titled this thing, The Return of the BoBo, Prison Soap Edition. We're going to get to all of that in this. I hope that I'm able to make this pretty good live. And something else that I've realized, I can take these lives, chop them up, turn them into shorts, so long as there's good enough parts in these to do that with. Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I got to start first by making sure that this thing is hitting. Revamp Skunk, what's going on with you? What's up, Joe? Been rocking with you since the beginning. Shout out to you for still being here. All right, let's go ahead and get up into this thing. I want to start off by saying I need to address the sponsor of this live stream. Now, wait, before you go clicking off, the sponsor of this live stream is Prison Soap. That's right, folks. I've got it right here. Let's see if I can just, oh God, is this going to work? Prison Soap. Right there. There it is. You all know if you've been there. Oh yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to clicking around. Folks, if you're looking for a soap that's gonna damn near tear the skin off of your body, a soap so abrasive it's almost like sandpaper, something that could be used as a weapon, and I'm not just talking about putting this inside of a sock, but putting this inside of a sock, beating this and mashing it onto the ground so that it becomes a powder form, then taking that powder form and throwing that into the eyes of your enemy. Look no further than Prison Soap, which could also be used as a blinding agent while serving time. Folks, I've got the Cow Pie, or the Paya, California Prison Industries Authority bar of soap right here, but I've also got another one. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick without doxing the shit out of myself. We've also got the Bob Barker. If we can pull this little guy up right here. Bob Barker versus Cow Pie. I wonder if there's ever been a comparison that's been done between the two. Which one would actually stand up to the test? Are these both just the same type of soap? I mean, ingredients and all? Just a different name? Bob Barker? Cow pie? Or is one of these actually better than the other? Don't let me give you the game if you're a prison creator, a content creator, and you're looking for your next video, scratching your head saying, damn, what do I do next? A comparison video between the Bob Barker and the cow pie soap video might actually be something that might do well. So yeah, folks, the sponsor of today's stream. Now go ahead and click that off right there, and bung, we should be back in action. Oh, now I got to go over here, get to the stream. There we go. Holy shit. We got 160 people up in here. I hope I didn't stumble too hard all over that. And let me tell you this too as well. Like when I come up with ideas for videos, for example, I might take like some very loose hand notes about it. I don't ever really try to script things out, but I did with that little BS sponsor segment right there. You know, I wanted to come on here saying, hey, look, we got a sponsor for the BoBo, and people were going to be like, damn it, I know he's probably about to talk about Raid Shadow Legends, or whatever that game was called that we used to deal with so frequently, and so many other content creators did as well. But no, not talking about that at all. Talking about prison soap, you know? So I took these notes, and let me read the notes to you real quick. It says, thanks for the warm welcome back. Shit, I forgot to talk about that. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all for receiving me with open arms here. I know that I haven't been around as much as I would like to be around. My business keeps me so busy. I'm over there on Joe Does Stuff trying to put videos together for that channel just as well. But with After Prison Show videos, it's usually a little bit more legwork that I got to do editing those videos. But you know, I finally realize a way that I can come back. It's doing live streams. It's bringing back the BoBo. And it's, you know, I can do it almost in video form. Nice microphone, nice camera, nice setup. Make it feel like it's the... Am I on the right damn thing here? Because I still see... No. Yeah, I'm on the right thing. There's just such a lag between... God bless it. There's a major lag in this. But anyways, again, getting back to my notes here, thank you for the warm welcome back. You know, it really does mean a lot seeing the comments, even the comments after the live stream was over with. So many people just saying, hey, Joe, you know, keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm here. I'm here. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, I hate to say it this way, but don't get used to this. You know, I was able to do the live stream yesterday, and I'm doing the live stream this evening as well. But I know that as soon as I get done with this live stream, I'm going to have to close this book for a little bit. Might be a couple of days before I'm able to get back to do another one of these, because the business is going to keep me running around like a chicken with my head cut off. It most certainly will. But don't think for a second I won't be thinking about this and what I'm going to be doing with this. But getting back to my notes here. First, I needed to come on thanking you guys, which, again, thank you. And then talking about the look and feel of the BoBo, this nice ambiance we've got going on with the blue and red flashing lights in the background. Well, they're not really flashing, but they are blue and red. Little footnote real quick before I go any further. You know, I'm taking this antipsychotic, antidepressant medication, a new one, Lybalvi. I was taking the Varaylar, now it's Lybalvi, or however you say that. And one thing that I'm noticing with this particular medication, it is helping me sleep a little bit better. But last night, in the middle of the night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear the blue lights. I hear the flashing lights coming. You know what that shit sounds like. And man, they were racing down my street at 3 o'clock in the morning with the sirens going. Anytime I hear sirens in the middle of the night, one, I jump up out of bed thinking, oh my God, I'm either getting doxxed or swatted or they're coming for me. And it almost sounded like they stopped right in front of my house. They ended up going to the end of my street. I'm running downstairs trying to see what's going on. I thought I heard gunshots. I don't think that I did, but there were like 5 cops down at the end of my street. Didn't see anything on the news about it. But show shit, I was awake after that. And from 3 o'clock in the morning, your boy was up taking notes, thinking about what we going to do on this BoBo. So here we are. So here we are. But the look and feel of this thing, I think it's looking really good, and I hope you guys appreciate it and enjoy it. Visually, audibly, and visually, I hope it's hitting the mark. I hope it's doing it for you, right? Shout out to everybody up in here. So anyways, I got on to thinking about what I was going to do here. I got onto this whole prison soap kick. And trust me, this is a deep little rabbit hole we're about to go down. But I wanted to come on doing like a sponsored segment, right? So let me read to you what I put together for my sponsored segment. And you let me know if what I wrote is better than how I pitched it to you guys already. Sponsor of this BoBo, prison soap. Are you looking for a clean so clean that it might leave caustic burns like acid? Or on your skin? Or a bar of soap so abrasive, it's almost like sandpaper? Well then, look no further than prison soap. No bullshit. I'll share a little, I should have continued reading, but I'll share another little footnote with you guys. You know, when we were doing a lot of sponsored videos in the past and people hated those. Oh my God, they hated them so much. Joe, why? Why the Raid Shadow Legends? Joe, why? Because we needed it. To be honest, but when we would be doing those, you know, there's a script that they give you that they want you to read, just like what I'm doing right here. Are you looking for a clean so clean that it might leave caustic burns like acid on your skin? Or a bar of soap as abrasive as sandpaper? Well then, look no further than prison soap. Something that can be fashioned into a weapon. And I'm not just talking about soap in a sock, no. But taking that soap in a sock and smashing it on the ground until it becomes ground up. Then you take that straight lye powder in your hands and hold the power of that prison soap in its powder form as a blinding agent against your nemesis. I think what I wrote was actually better than how I presented it earlier. But you get the point. Angel of Death, drop a like for the BoBo. I appreciate that. J-Man, what's going on? Sounds like lava soap. Yeah. Chris Moore, shout out to you, man. 23 months. I really appreciate you being here. Let me scroll through these comments real quick. Tammy, I see you right there. Thank you for still being here. Chris Moore, very special shout out to you. El Chapo, are you supposed to be here? Thought you was locked up somewhere. Wilfred, what's going on? The prison soap issue. The prison issued soap, I should say. Mike, what's going on? Joe, do you have any advice for someone who is looking to start their own painting company? What's the best way to get leads? Oh my God, you don't want me to do that here. The best way to start your own painting business is to check out Joe Does Stuff, because starting tomorrow, I'm going to tell you what not to do. I'm just going to leave it at that. And it involves apartments and painting them and not doing that. But that's tomorrow on Joe Does Stuff. But shout out to you. If you're going to start your own painting business, getting your first job is the most important thing. So however you get that first job, whether you got to go knock on some doors or put up flyers or use Facebook ads or any kind of social media to try to get your name out there, do so. But once you get that first job, do that job so well, because there is a high likelihood that somebody's going to come and say, hey, how much you charge to do that? And that could definitely lead to a lot more work. But check out Joe Does Stuff for more on the painting advice. Oh, speaking of painting, I almost forgot. Yesterday, I shared with you a story of my dog Louie and what he did with the Joe Ross wig and the Touch Him Two Times Tommy wig, and how R.I.P. to Touch Him Two Times Tommy and Joe Ross. So many people were happy about that. I wasn't. Folks, if you don't believe me when I tell you that my dog took this and peed on it and drug it all through these, man, I'm I'm about to show you. I got it right here. Dog pee and and it's wet where I just put my hand at. Yo, look at the wig though. Like, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? This is ruined. This ain't coming out in the washing machine. I couldn't even wear this again and feel comfortable knowing that Louis peed all over this. Folks, we're going to auction this off. We're going to have a silent auction. If anybody's interested in getting this Chia Pet-like abstract Van Gogh-esque piece of artwork, right? Oh my God, it smells like earth and dog piss. I said earth. Al C, what's going on? Live 2 days in a row. What up, Joe? What up, Al C? Thanks for being up in here. And the 223. I'm not talking about the rifle. I'm talking about the amount of viewers that we have right this second. Maya says, if you do a great job on the first one, got to do a great job on the first one. Cloud says, build a relationship with Sherwin-Williams employees. That's another good piece of advice. Yo, there's some great advice up in here, man. Jay Metal, glad to see you back, brother. I'm trying. Smells like earth, baby. Smells like earth. Damn, man. The wig is done. That thing is done. There's like no coming back from that neither. So what else I got for y'all? Prison soap. I want to stick with that for just a little bit, but I want you to know I've put forth a lot of legwork for this particular BoBo right here. So if we do reach a point where we're stumbling, Murder or Less is right there ready to go, as is a news story that I really want to share with you, but I want to break these things up. You know, I don't want to be doing everything in one episode. So if I've got a topic, oh my God, I got one of them little things on the keyboard. One of them little jimmies right. Oh shit, I just hit the $1,000 lens with that joint. Yeah, I want to stick on the topic for a little bit. And I got a few things to share about this prison soap. So we're going to get into that. Spawn Killer says, do you miss your drone? I do miss that drone. I've still yet to recover it. We've done plenty of reconnaissance missions over that body of water where I lost it at with another drone yet to be found. What I honestly think happened is it washed up on shore. Somebody found it and it's gone. It's an ancient relic at this point. I definitely missed that. John Howard says, when are you going to finish that upstairs bathroom? That thing has been done, okay? I'm running a business. So you know how it goes. Any jobs at your particular house, they are definitely on the back burner. I've got so many residential and commercial jobs going right now and about to begin that anything at my house can't even be taken on just yet. And trust me, my wife's got a honey-do list the size of my foot. It's this long. I was going to say the size of something else, but thank God that I caught myself. Fishing Up a Storm says, I got $20 off Kelly Moore and Sherwin. Damn, 20% off? Sebastian says, how's Liam? Liam's doing amazing. He just turned 5 months old yesterday, and he's loving life. I'm loving watching that little boy learn things and try to grab onto the bottle and hold it himself and finding his toes and sticking them in his mouth. And he's screaming a lot now. Like he's finding his voice. He's finding the ability to make sounds. So he's loud. He's very loud like his father. And I think to myself, you know, when he sees these videos, is he going to be inspired to want to do something similar? I've thought about it. I've thought about little Liam being the next Ryan's Toy Review channel or something like that, but I would never, try to push him on that, like try to push a kid into sports or something like that. But if he sees this and he loves this, you better bet. And he wants to do this, oh shit, little Liam gonna be playing with all the Legos and all the G.I. Joes or whatever the hell it is these kids play with these days and doing a toy review. But he is unbelievably loud, right? So he screams, he hollers, he like just makes these noises and he's smiling the whole time. So it's not like anything in pain or agony or anything like that. But we were at lunch today. We were at a Mexican restaurant and, you know, my wife's got him. He's standing up. She's holding him. He's standing up and he's just screaming. And it's not like super loud, but it's probably like a 7 out of 10. And I thought to myself as he was screaming and this older couple kept looking over, I think at first thinking, oh, look at the little baby. Oh, he's so cute. And then after a little while thinking, yo, will y'all shut that baby up? I thought to myself how I used to be in the past. You know, comments that I had made that will haunt me forever, saying how I hated children. A comment that was derived from everything that my wife and I were going through, not being able to have one of our own, and then my son being born, this miracle child being born, and you know how I've learned to love children now. Like, I mean, they're just, you know, precious. You don't know until you have your own, right? But you also don't know until you go down a path of not being able to have your own. I'm getting off topic with all of this, but you know, my son's kind of screaming like a 7 out of 10 in the Mexican restaurant. And this lady was looking, and I know she was looking like, can y'all, you know, shut that little can you shut him up? Can you shut him up? And all I was waiting for her to do was just say one word. And I was going to turn to her so stern. This old lady, so stern, I was going to turn to her. And I was going to say, ma'am, no, I cannot. He's a baby. What you think I'm going to tell him that he's going to understand? Liam, pipe it down now. I mean, that's, you know, what he does. He's a baby. So, there we go. Al C, glad the BoBo's back. You better bet it, man. We here, Jungle Forever. What's going on, Joe? We should get happy hour shots at the local coffee enema bar sometime. Isn't enema the thing that you know, the thing, an enema, that's that kind of looks like, I can't get, kind of, the local coffee enema bar. We're not talking about edamame. We're talking about enema. Unless we're talking about something totally different now, you lost me. I don't know where they got. That must be a Sweden thing. Yellow mushroom, what's going on with you? Yeah, Joe Swanson, try me. Try me, old lady, so I can turn to you so sternly and then put a smile on my face and say, no, ma'am, I certainly can't tone this child down. What you think I'm going to do? What you want me to do, lady? You looking at me like you want to hit him. You don't want to hit this child, do you? Grandma's got their ways. Grandma LB says, I'm fried. You mean from the sun, right? We're talking about being out in the sun for too long, prolonged sun activity. All that. We're supposed to be talking about prison soap here, and I love how it just goes right over to left field, right? Sandy, you're not late. You're right on time. We're just getting started up in here. Yeah, we are. Just B says, hey, Joe, you inspired the hell out of me. I've been watching the channel since the start, and I love to see you. It's refreshing seeing a real person living their life and sharing it. Super proud of you. Well, I really appreciate that, Just B, but I need to let you know I enjoy being able to share with y'all. And, you know, all the time, all I want to do is share all the time in everything. But one thing that I'm learning is oversharing. That's a real thing, and sometimes I got to really watch what I'm sharing about. For example, especially over on the other channel where it's all about the painting business. You know, a lot of times I was sharing way too much over there. Man, these people ain't paying me, and, you know, God bless it, this person, and oh, my God. Believe me, if I was still sharing every single thing, we'd be getting a shit ton of more views. But it also probably would be problematic because I know a lot of these apartments that I paint for watch these videos. So anyways, yeah, Just B, shout out to you for being up in here. All right, let's get back onto the prison soap topic, if you guys don't mind. I brought up a really good point earlier, and that was Bob Barker versus Cow Pie, California Prison Industries Authority brand of prison-issued soap. And then you've also got the Bob Barker version. Are they two in the same? Or are they two totally different entities? Two totally different recipes like KFC versus Popeyes? Who's to know? Unless a comparison was to ensue. And I don't even know how you would judge the difference. I really don't. But there's got to be a way, right? Like a laundry test, taking two dingy t-shirts, like which one comes out better? Doing like a, how the hell could you test 2 bars of soap and compare them? And compare them. LB says, is Brian still robbing people? I would hope not. If you're referring to Brian number 1, Brian, where's my HVAC? That whole saga that went down with Flip number 1, what a shit show that was. But if you don't know, and I did share it over on Joe Does Stuff, I actually got paid back in full from Brian number 1 through a court order. He had to pay me back or suffer the consequences, which were go sit his ass down for 12 months. He chose the former and paid me in full. My wife told me one day, she called me, I was at work, and she was like, we got a piece of mail from the city. It's from the courts. You're going to court. What did you do? And I'm like, yo, I ain't do nothing. I said, I'll tell you what it probably is. I said, it's probably a check. And as I'm telling my wife this, I'm realizing how preposterous this sounds. And I'm actually breaking out into a cold sweat like, fuck, do I run now? Do I wait to come home and check the mail and see is it a warrant? Like, did something happen? I couldn't even believe it as the words were coming out of my mouth. Yeah, babe, hey, it's probably a check from the city. The shit sounded ludicrous. But sure as shit, I came home and it was a check for like $4,000, and it couldn't have came at a better time, at a better time. So Brian number 1 actually paid me in full. That issue is null processed between him and I wish that guy nothing but the best. And to be honest with you, and this is going to sound a little crazy, if he were to reach out to me right now, I got a job for him. I would give him another chance. Now in a totally different box, this job would be, but I'd give him another chance. Maya says, how much was the check for? It's like $4,000. So there's that. Direct Contact Lemon says, yo, Joe, where is Dave? I don't know. I haven't talked with Dave in a while. Last that I know, he's been doing well. I get updates on Dave through my buddy Connor, and I know that Dave is doing really good. I'm not going to sit here and like overshare about him. But it would be good to reconnect with him at some point. I remember when I came back the last time before this time, how him and I were doing that podcast field type of stuff here. And that shit was so good, what him and I were doing. I would welcome that opportunity to do something like that again with him. And if you're wondering, well, what happened? It had to be drama. You know, the reason why it wasn't. It falls back to that damn that pesky painting business that I got that takes up every waking moment of my life. You know, at this point, like I actually cringe when my phone rings because I know it's going to be somebody calling me about something, and it's probably going to be some kind of a callback. Here I go, getting ready to overshare a little bit, but I will. Now, when you hear that, you probably think to yourself, oh, well, you're probably doing bad work, Joe. Just do better work so you don't get the callbacks. Well, we do really good, we do really good work. So now what it is they just find like the little things to nitpick. And I get it. You want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. I want my painters to want it to be perfect. And in 99% of the time, it is perfect. So they'll call me back and they'll say things like, tell your painters to stop leaving drinks in the fridge. Tell your painters to stop leaving drinks in the fridge. See, I'm rocking now because I'm getting so aggravated just even thinking. This is legitimately a callback I got last week. I'm thinking to myself, yo, you want me to come get those 2 cups out of the fridge? I'm all the way across the map. Is that what you want, boss? Is that what... Don't you got a cleaner that's got to come in? We're talking about 2 cups, okay? What else did I get a call back? Oh, I got a call back last week. I was dreading this one, right? Because we had just done a really big color change apartment. And this property is very nitpicky-esque and very particular. And as they should be, it's expensive, this work that we're doing for them. And it costs me a lot to do this work, so it costs them a lot as well. But anyways, they call me back and I'm like, oh my God, man, I had 3 top guys in this unit. What are they calling me back for? And they call me and they say, hey, I just want to let you know that I walked that unit that y'all did. And I'm like, here we go. Here we go. What you about to tell me about? What did we do wrong this time? And the man was like, I didn't find not one thing wrong in that unit. Y'all did an awesome job. And I said, man, isn't that the craziest shit? That's the first callback I got with a thank you, with a congratulations, with an attaboy. Attaboy, you're doing a good job. MF, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for that right there. Appreciate that, man. Joe is thwart? I don't know what that means. Is that some of that Gen Z lingo right there? You totally thought? Hot? Oh, hot. Oh, as in appearance. Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, man. Simply Shy says, I felt like a majority of his stream was about weed and it was not my cup of tea. To each their own. I don't know what I missed all that. But let me go back and see if anybody said anything about the prison soap comparison, how you could do that. He wants to talk about anything but prison soap. He wants to talk about I've been talking about the prison soap. Trust me, I got 2 more things to share with you, and one of them's a prison story. So try me if you want to, Grandma. Keep looking over here with your turned up nose at my son in the Mexican restaurant. It's lunchtime. It's the right after church crowd, right? So I know she was casting stones. Try me if you want to, Grandma. I'm going to hit you with a yes, ma'am. I'm going to hit you with that 2-piece yes, ma'am. Not a literal 2-piece, but a yes, ma'am. Don't let that get twisted and turned into a short put all over the fucking internet like another thing that did. Oh, God. Oh, J-Dog says Dave's stream was about smoking Joe. I heard something about it. I never got a chance to see it, but, to each their own. Weed's legal here now. It is what it is. Most of my painters smoke and then think that they Bob Ross. I'd put the wig on. If you guys are just joining me, I was talking about the wig yesterday. I'd put the wig on, but unfortunately, the wig is done. It's done. It's got dog pee-pee and these little freaking things all over it. You know what they almost look like? If you watch that show, The Last of Us, it almost looks like spores for mushroom. Ugh. Crazy. I'm going to put that thing in a frame and I'm going to sell it. I think it might do, oh, God, now I got it all over me. Get that up off of you now. Get that up off of you. Fishing Up a Storm says, what brand paint do you use? We use Sherwin-Williams and we use McCormick's. We use Promar 200s most of the time. We use some cheaper stuff, which is Project Source or Property Solutions, which is bottom of the barrel paint. We'd like to be able to use Promar 400 in every case, but or Super Paint. That would be good. And then with McCormick's, we use something called, I can't even think of it right now. And I use them almost every single day. I got to go buy that paint all the time. I can't think of it, though. I'm not trying to think about paint right this second. I'm trying to think about this. And prison soap. Let's go ahead and continue, folks. Let's go ahead and continue. Hey, shout out to everybody up in here. We're going to go ahead and do a little traveling around the map on Joe's desktop. That's me looking at y'all. All right, so we got the prison soap right here. Somebody's selling this on eBay. We've made some improvements. I don't care what you've done, eBay. You've been getting hacked like everybody else. Folks, we've got the new Cow Pie Prison Bar Soap, unused, unscented. $30 or best offer. I like how they put in quotations, unused. What do you really mean by that? What are you trying to say? Because when you put it in quotations, unused, it makes me think that maybe it was just once used. You would really capture me if there was some sort of a pubic hair there, right? Like some kind of a squiggly hair or so. I would probably buy it just because of that. Like, yo, hey boy, this bitch authentic for real. This shit came right off the prison shower floor. Baby sharks and all. What? Yeah, so, we got this joint right here. They want $30 for a bar of soap, man. You can't buy a bar of soap out here in the real world for $30. I don't care what bar it is. I don't care if it's one of the Manscaped bars of soap. Ain't no bar of soap nowhere in the world $30. Actually, I'm probably wrong. There probably is. But who in their right mind? Who in their right mind gonna pay $30 for your Cal Prison Industry Authority prison bar unused, unscented soap? I'm probably gonna buy it. Actually, I've been thinking about it. There's been a couple of donations that have come in during the stream. I'm like, we could rub 2 cents together and make a quarter here. I might get it. And then his contender, we've got the Bob Barker prison soap. They only want 99 cents for this thing. Like, this is reasonably priced for me, right? Like, this is something that you put in your bathroom as I don't honestly know. But before we get all carried away with these, or since we've already been getting all carried away with these, let's go ahead and move on to something else. Excuse me. Something else that I stumbled across while I was putting together some notes for this prison soap topic here. Right? Again, think to yourself, we got the Bob Barker, we got the cow pie. In a death match, who would win? Obviously, the cow pie's bigger, but bigger doesn't necessarily always mean better, right? Anyways, while I was putting together notes for this topic here, I ran across something that I had never seen before in my life. Through the 5 or 6 years that I've done After Prison Show here on YouTube, I've never seen nor heard of this. I don't think that I have. And I wonder if you guys have heard of this yourselves. And what that is folks, there's actually a board game. A board game based upon prison soap, actually called Don't Drop the Soap. Folks, roll Steve, do me a favor and go ahead and pull up that board game right there. Yeah, we're going to it right now here. Folks, feast your eyes upon the prison version of Monopoly. It's called Don't Drop the Soap. If we zoom in on this thing, there's actually a slogan on this game, and it says, "Where no one playing enters through the front door." What? Like that dude on TikTok? What? Where no one playing enters through the front door? Don't drop the soap. Let's go ahead and click on this so we can see this. This is probably the most ingenious thing that I've ever seen in my life, and I absolutely have to have this. If I'm going to continue doing live streams here with you guys, this is something that I could be playing by myself because I am so lonely. But anyways, I want to get, God, I got dirt all over the seat from that damn wig. I want to get this and I want to play this. We look at the board here. We've got the soap. We've got booking. And it looks like you kind of make your way around this board. You've got the hole. And it says 15 packs. So I'm guessing that's going to be 15 packs of cigarettes it cost you to get out of the hole. Coat of arms. The escape hatch. You can land on gang war. And if, without knowing how to play this game, it looks like for 6 packs of cigarettes, you can avoid the gang war. I'm not necessarily sure, but look at all the pieces that come with this thing, right? Can we zoom in on this? Look at this. Now, these are your pieces that you play with, right? I can read it on the screen. It says 5 collectible tokens. It's shown smaller than the actual size. So here are the tokens. We've got wheels. We've got the Glock. We've got Sal the Butcher. You can't do prison without your bag of coke. And then I can't read this guy's name right here, but we've got some muscular black fella. Now we've got a little thing right here. It says parole and then a little cell door. We got a basketball hoop because no prison is complete without the blacktop. We've got our parole cards. We've got our dice. We've got our pill bottle. We've got our shower. They've actually got a prison shower right here. This is dope as shit. And then all of these right here are your packs of smokes. You got your cafeteria right here. If these cards are actually like trays that you get out of the prison chow hall, that shit would be dope. I got to get this. We got to play it. What do we got right here? I guess more pictures of the same. I can't really make out anything different from this. Oh, that's the person who made this. And it says, "Thank you for enjoying my game. Don't drop the soap. This card certifies this board as one of the first print limited edition. This card also certifies the holder as wise enough not to drop the soap." Can you imagine that whoever made this game was either in prison when they did so or, got out of prison and put this thing together? But since we're talking about prison soap here, and, there's so many different variations and uses, so many different things that you can do with the prison soap, I would imagine that if the person who made this did so while incarcerated, all of these little pieces that you probably play as, you could be like, I'm the Glock. I'm that Glock today. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to be the bag of Coke, because I'm a dope boy out there. All of these pieces, I got to imagine, were fashioned out of soap while in prison, including the dice. All of this was probably made out of soap. Look at the board. Here it is right here. So we zoom in on it. You start in booking, and you make it all the way around the board, and I guess you win. Maybe it's the first person who makes it to parole, right? Like, that's probably how you win this game. I got to get this. We got to play this. We got to do it here live, shaking the dice. Ha! Jump, Judy. Jump. Yeah, man. Something I'd never heard of. I ask all of you, have you heard of this game? Have you played this game? Do you have this game? Have you heard anybody else talk about this game? Like, I am super new. Super new to that one right there. I'm reading the comments right now. I see Sandy says, "We can't see it, Joe. Damn, check your stream. Maybe if he sees this." We can't see the right screen. Oh, you couldn't see the right screen? I didn't do it right? I did it like that? Oh, I did all that for nothing? Oh, it wasn't working. Okay. Now I know that it's not working. I got a glitch in my my streaming software. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry that I just shared all of that with y'all for nothing. I just wasted so much time and probably... Damn it, man. I wonder if I can fix that real quick. Bear with me. Window capture. Okay, let me see if it works right here. Oh, what's going on here? Is it working right here? Nope, still not working. Damn it, man. Yeah, I got a glitch. In me trying to share. So that's gonna fuck me up right there a little bit. That's gonna definitely that's gonna hurt me right there. Damn. Sorry about that. I'll have to work on that. Sorry. Somebody says, "Who has Joe's number? Call him." You guys are so mean. So mean. Well, anyways, so Red Goop says, "Joe, which strain are you smoking?" I'm not smoking. Sandy said we never saw the soap game. All right, anyways, so what I'll do is I'm going to post a link to it when I get done with this. I'm going to make it like a community post on After Prison Show so I can share it with you. It's a board game. It looks a lot like Monopoly. There's a bunch of players. Damn it, man. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you about it, and I should be able to just share it. I'm going to try one other thing. See if I can make it work with that. All right, add a screen capture. Add source. screen capture. Let's just see if I can do it. Oh, that's not capturing anything. That's not capturing nothing. Yeah. My janky old Streamlabs is just running amok. Sorry about that. I was really hoping that was going to work out too. But anyways, damn, man. Where's Cody at when you need him? Son of a gun. Son of a gun. All right, so anyways, I guess I'll go with my my Audible here. I want to share with you guys a prison story live. And it involves the prison soap. And it's a tale of two tapes, really. Not really, but you know, it's a story of triumph after prison involving the prison soap, and it's also a bit of an urban legend as well. This is a tale that's been told many a time around the rec yard, around the tray slide, around the old prison water cooler. And it's a story, like I said, of triumph that a lot of guys, when they hear this, they hear it while they're incarcerated, and it really fills them with a sense of purpose, a sense of hope. In a situation so hopeless like prison can be, where you don't really got a lot to hope for unless you have a release date, and then ultimately, you know, you do got some things to hope for. But I had heard this tale one time involving a guy who had absolutely nothing in prison. No money coming in. He was indigent, so of course he was getting the indigent pack in prison, which, you know, is something that prisoners with no money, they get maybe once a week, twice a month, something along those lines. Poor man's commissary, so to speak. It usually involves a bar of soap, a bottle of the maximum security shampoo, a couple of stamped envelopes, maybe a flex safety pin, and a couple of sheets of paper. And that's about it. Certainly no food items in there. But this particular prisoner who had nothing, who was indigent, had ambition. He most certainly did, because as the story goes, this guy went home from prison with nothing more than what he was released with, whatever that may be, and a single bar of state-issued prison soap. And this guy hit the ground running with a plan. And that plan was to take that bar of prison-issued soap and to break that thing down like dope into like 8 balls, okay, straight dummies. Bag them joints up, make that look like some crack cocaine. And he sold those. Now, I don't know necessarily what an 8-ball goes for these days, or I don't even know what it was really going for back in whatever day that this took place in. But if we just throw some random numbers at the wall, saying that out of a bar of soap, if that bar of soap weighs 1 ounce, 28 grams, and this guy was able to get something like 8 3.5s out of this. And let's just say, hypothetically, he was selling these 8 balls. Somebody going to go to smoke that, and they're going to be blowing bubbles. What? This isn't crack? God, I got beat. I fell for the okie doke. They hitting the blind fury and shit. They furious. The story goes that this man went home with nothing other than a dream and some ambition. Maybe he had watched that show Power, and he had the hardball, not the powder. The fake, the okie doke version of that. There's a story that, you know, this guy with nothing in prison goes home and makes 8 balls out of a single bar of prison-issued soap. If those 8 balls were going for $300 a piece and he had 8 of them, this man made $2,400 like that overnight. And supposedly, allegedly, I don't know, this is just the way that the story goes. This man was able to take that $2,400 or however much that he had from selling all 8 of those fake 8 balls and turn his entire life around. He took that $2,400 and he said, you know what? I'm done with the dope game. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm gonna tighten up and I'm gonna fly right. I got $2,400 right now. Do you know how much $2,400 is to somebody who ain't got nothing? Joe, $2,400 is $2,400, right? It's nothing more and nothing less. This man took this $2,400 after he had just come home and pulled the okie doke on 8 unbeknownst crackheads and changed his life. He got a job. He got some clothes to go to an interview. Like he got, so he could look perfect. He's not a dope dealer. This man was out here selling soap. He's a hope dealer. I hope it's real this time. After what I just smoked straight Lisa soap. He changed his life with that $2,400. And, unfortunately, this story doesn't have a happy ending. He came home. He basically robbed 8 drug addicts, made $2,400, bought some clothes, got, so he could go to a job interview. He had some sort of a stable spot to live at in the between time. He was getting back on his feet, and then bang! Somebody shot and killed him, and it was alleged that it was one of the people that he sold one of those make-believe 8 balls to. So, it's a story of triumph and hope and encouragement. But ultimately a story that ends horrifically with the guy losing his life because he came home and he was still doing the wrong thing. You can't justify it, man. I'm not out here selling dope. I'm selling soap. I'm selling hope. I hope they don't see me again. But somebody unfortunately did, and again, it ended with the loss of his life. There's so many guys who are locked up who say, I got another one up in, man, hey, I can do one more. So they're making this plan. They're making the wrong plan. They're like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to get me a couple of 8 balls. I'm going to get back on my feet. I'm going to turn that into a couple of ounces. And then there's people thinking, well, what if I go home and I just sell some dummies? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Guess he should have sold one less 8 ball. That almost sounds like the way the story should end if it was told Dateline-esque. I guess he should have sold one less 8 ball. Stupid motherfucker. I don't know. Sounds like an urban legend. I said that it was, this prison urban legend. I said those words exactly. RJ Scum says someone probably died from injecting the soap. Now that is a scenario that I never even considered. You could be very right about that. There's a story in our news right now talking about fentanyl and murder charges. In Virginia, they don't have this law where a dope dealer can be charged with murder for selling fentanyl that actually kills somebody, but so many other states do. And in this particular case, this urban legend that I just shared with you about the prison soap for the dope could have been the same thing with that. What if somebody did inject that and die? And they could have got a murder charge for that. Folks, I'm saddened by the fact that I wasn't able to do the screen share on this. Somebody said, please stop slow mode. I have no idea how to do that. Pop out chat. I'm really annoyed at the fact that I couldn't do the screen share with y'all. That bums me out pretty bad. So let me take that one off. You know what? I bet you I could do it. Okay, let me try one thing real quick. Okay, window capture. I bet you if I take it off, remove the window capture, and now I add it again. Window capture. Add source. Window capture. Okay, there's window capture right there. I move it down here. And then, window capture's still acting all janky. I don't know what's going on with it. Where the properties at? How do I change it? Window. Oh, it was right there the whole time. Damn, there it is. Boom. All right, I got it. Now I go to fill the screen. Fill it to the screen. I'm going to get this. Fit it to the screen. Boom. I had the wrong dream, Georgie. Georgie, you had the wrong dream. All right, boom. So I can still be here, and I think I can do it like this. And does that work? If I go over here, does that work? I don't know why it's refusing to work. Something's up with it, y'all. So I'm gonna have to get that worked out before I do the next one. I wanted this thing to be perfect for y'all, like I did. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that all night, thinking about how I dropped the soap, just like dropping the balls. I mean the ball on this one. Yeah, I was showing OBS. Was I showing OBS? No, it's Streamlabs. I don't know what's going on with it. Watch, as soon as I wrap this up, it's going to be working perfectly. And that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to be doing these more frequently. The time when I'm going to be doing these moving forward is going to be in the evening time. Sometime it might even be a little later, like around, I don't know, 7, maybe 8, maybe 6, maybe 5. But I want you to know that I'm looking forward to doing these like twice a week at the very least. It's a way for me to be able to engage with all of you. It's a way for me to be able to share things with all of you. So long as I can get this stuff, I probably just got to update it is what I got to do. So long as I can get all of this stuff working correctly. Look at the transformation that we made between the last one and this one. I went from the laptop to the full desktop, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better. This thing's going to be like the Joe Rogan experience or something along them lines. Just having fun with it, though, and kicking the BoBo. I've got Murder or Less ready to come back anytime now. Can't do it because I can't get my screen share to work right this second. I've got news stories that I want to be sharing with you guys, and, just so much more. Interaction with all of you is a really important thing for me doing this. And this is going to allow me to be able to continue doing content. Whereas before, if I'm filming something, I got to wait till I got the opportune time to edit. My normal and old, my time that I usually edit is first thing in the morning. But with the fact that I got to leave so early first thing in the morning, I got to get just so much shit going on first thing in the morning. I really don't have the time like I used to. Hopefully soon, well, it won't even matter because I'll be doing this live. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for taking the time to check this out. Leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy it. And I'm going to look forward to getting back with you guys again real soon. It won't be tomorrow. It might be the next day or maybe Wednesday. But sometime between now and then, you're definitely going to be seeing me again. And I'm going to be coming back with a whole lot more. Just fix slow mode. I'll do that. I guess the comments are super delayed as well. I'll look into making sure that this thing is the way that it needs to be. Hey, look, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for taking the time to rock with me on this. And if you did enjoy this, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. Peace!